Hi everybody, this is Craig and welcome back to Craigslife and welcome to another hotel room review. So, where am I this week? Well, I am in the best Western Cresta Court Hotel in Altrincham, which is about 5 or 6 miles away from Manchester Airport. Again, it's a COVID-19 lockdown situation. It's 31st of May and this room that I'm going to review is an executive room. It has cost me £79 a night, and usual thing with the COVID-19 hotels, photo ID and letter from my employer on check-in. So let's have a look and see what we think of this room. Well, here we are. This, of course, as you can see, is the bathroom. We have got a large walk-in shower in this one, which looks quite nice. I don't know if you can hear the extractor. Hopefully it's not causing too much feedback on the microphone, but it all looks very nice. It looks relatively modern, relatively up to date. I can tell from the outside it's an older looking building, say the 80s, but inside it's quite nice. So we have all nice modern fixtures here and a modern toilet here with the mirror here, a little switch to turn it off here. We've also got one here where we can do a demist as well, which is great because you get out of the shower and you're trying to do your hair or whatever, and the window's all steamed up, so that is good. One thing I do like as well is they've got some decent size, proper fluffy towels. One thing I do hate with some hotels is they give you the little tiny towels, and really they're not quite big enough to dry or not. Just not quite too sure why the heated towel rail is on. I think I will probably knock that off as it is actually quite warm outside. The only thing is with this, I know we're in COVID-19 lockdown, but if you look at one of my previous reviews from the Holiday Inn in Peterborough, there's no toiletries in here, nothing. It could be due to COVID-19. I would have expected at the very least a bar of soap. So I've had to use shower gel, which isn't a problem, but at the very least I would have expected to see at least a bar of soap. That's all in here. Looks all very nice. Let's have a look at the main room. Have a look on this side of the room first. So as you can see, a little table and just one chair actually. So there's a couple of you here. One of you's going to sit on the floor. Heating controls here. There is no aircon in this hotel and there's no fan provided in the room either, so it is quite warm in here. Fortunately I brought my fan from home. The wardrobe here has got in it an iron and an ironing board, a few hangers, my shirt, and there is a safe here in as well, and a couple of spare towels here. So that's not too bad. It's quite well equipped. It's the sort of thing I would see. Thing is, with the safe, it's all very good for things like your valuables, like your wallet or your passport or something like that. It's not big enough to put a laptop in. That's the only thing. It's not big enough for that. So it's a little bit of a disappointment in that. But let's have a look, doing the camera to a different angle, and we'll have a look at this side of the room. Well, we've got a nice little desk area here. Got a it's like a 32-inch TV mounted up on the wall here, and there's the remote. Can't tell from that whether this is one of the ones you can plug your laptop in with an HDMI cable. If it's on the wall, it may be a little bit tricky. So you've got a little bit of space to work, a couple of plug sockets, a couple of USBs on here as well. Underneath here on the tray, at the bottom, underneath the luggage shelf, there's a tray for our amenities. There are the usual tea and coffee making facilities, and unlike the Holiday Inn that I was in last week, these are proper ceramic cups, and also get a couple of bottles of Harrogate spring water. I'll have the still. I don't think I'll bother with the sparkling. And only digestives, but at least we've got some biscuits. So yes, a couple of complimentary biscuits as well. Have a look at the bed now. Let's over this way. Okay, so here's a view of the bed. As you can see, it's just a standard size bed. Nice big pillows on it, matching cushion, little throw here. It's I would say it's a medium thickness. The previous hotel I was in, you'll notice the Holiday Inn had a very thick duvet, a lovely duvet. This one's a little bit thinner, which would be fine. I mean, there's no air conditioning in this room. I have brought my own fan, which helps to compensate, and I can open this window here, although there is road noise. Thing is, as well, with this duvet, that's as far over as it goes. So if there's two of you in here in what is a standard bed, you would actually find yourself fighting for the duvet, especially on a cold night. One thing that is a plus point is there is plug sockets next to the bed, so I can charge my phone, which I can then use as the alarm clock. There is an alarm clock, clock radio here. It's not plugged in, so and there's no instructions on how to use it, but it doesn't matter. I'm not going to use that, so that's not too much of an issue. One thing with Best Western, so I understand, is that they're all independently owned and they become part of the Best Western banner, and they have to fulfill certain criteria to be classed as a Best Western and take advantage of the global booking systems. Now, I've been in some Best Westerns which are absolutely fabulous. I've been in some that are so bad I've just walked out and didn't even stay there. This one is kind of in between. I wouldn't class this as fabulous, but I'm certainly not going to walk out of it, that's for sure. But what really disappoints me about this, although it's nice inside here, and it has been obviously recently in the last few years refurbished, everything looks very new. This is a very small room, and this is supposed to be an executive room, which for me, in considering some of the other hotels I've stayed in, is quite disappointing for the money that I paid. The only thing that for me sets this aside as being an executive for some of the features is the water and the biscuits with the coffee, the ironing board and the safe in there. That's about the only thing that I could think of that would set this aside as making this an executive room for me. This, of course, is my personal opinion. Everybody is entitled to their opinions, so if you're watching this and thinking, what's he complaining at? It looks fine to me. When you're in as many hotels as I am, for an executive room, I would have expected a little bit more. I'm going to score the hotel now. Well, the room at least, with it being COVID, all the public areas are closed. On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the worst, 5 being the best, I'm going to give this bang smack in the middle. I'm going to give it a 3. And the reason for that is because it doesn't meet my expectations of what I would expect from an executive room. There is no air conditioning, there is no fan in the room. It's a good job I brought my own. There's very little natural light, and overall I would have expected more from an executive room. As far as the 2 nights I'm going to be here, I'm sure I'm going to be very comfortable and there's not going to be any problems there, and hopefully with this bed, which feels quite nice, I should hopefully end up with a good night's sleep as well, despite the fact I've got to be up ridiculously early. So anyway, that's the review of this hotel. This is the Best Western Cresta Court Hotel in Altrincham, just outside of Manchester in the United Kingdom. Hope you've enjoyed it, and no doubt, of course, I will be flying off all over the country doing different jobs and staying in more hotels, so I will look forward to doing more reviews, and I hope you look forward to seeing them. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones. Till next time, bye bye.